Hey NBA fans! It's trade season, and the rumor mill is buzzing with two big stories that could shake up the league. Let's dive into what's going on with Zach LaVine and why the Detroit Pistons might surprise everyone as we approach the February 6th trade deadline. Zach LaVine is playing out of his mind in 2025. The guy's averaging 32.8 points, 4.8 rebounds, and 5.0 assists in the new year, with an unreal 68.7% true shooting percentage. Oh, and he's hitting a career-best 44.4% from three, numbers that scream trade me to a contender. But here's the twist: despite LaVine balling out, the Chicago Bulls are just 18-20, stuck at 10th in the East, and trade talks for the 29-year-old star seem to have hit a wall. The Denver Nuggets were reportedly in discussions, but according to the Chicago Sun-Times, those talks have stalled. The Lakers? They've exited the sweepstakes entirely after shipping D'Angelo Russell to Brooklyn. Other teams like the Miami Heat and New Orleans Pelicans are more focused on keeping tabs on guys like Jimmy Butler or their own struggling stars. So, why isn't LaVine the hottest trade target right now? It might not even be about him. His contract is massive, $43 million this season, $46 million next, and a $49 million player option in 2026 to 27. With the NBA's new collective bargaining agreement making it harder to trade for deals that big, teams might be scared off by the long-term financial commitment. Here's the takeaway: if LaVine doesn't get traded, it says more about the challenges of the new trade market than his value as a player. Stay tuned, things could still heat up closer to the deadline. Meanwhile, the Detroit Pistons are making waves for a completely different reason. Traditionally, rebuilding teams like Detroit are where contenders dump salary for future draft picks. The Pistons, sitting $14 million below the salary cap, seemed like the perfect candidate to play middleman in a three-team trade. But hold up. According to ESPN's Brian Windhorst, Detroit's front office might be rethinking their approach. At 19-19 and currently in the play-in mix, the Pistons are no longer just a rebuilding team, they're showing signs of life with their young core. Cade Cunningham, Jaden Ivey, and Jalen Duren are all improving, and Detroit could be positioning itself to buy rather than sell. Could the Pistons throw a wrench in the trade deadline by refusing to absorb bad contracts? If they decide to hold onto their cap space and wait for a player that fits their timeline, they could shift how deals get done across the league. And who knows? They might even surprise us by going after a player to bolster their own playoff hopes. Both of these stories highlight how unpredictable the trade market is this year. On one hand, Zach LaVine is proving he's worth the price of admission, but his massive contract and the new CBA rules are keeping teams hesitant. On the other hand, the Pistons' potential shift from salary dump destination to strategic buyers could force contenders to get creative. Will LaVine stay in Chicago? Could Detroit make a surprising move before the deadline? One thing's for sure, the NBA never disappoints when it comes to drama. That's it for today, Hoops fans. What do you think about Zach LaVine's trade value? And are the Pistons smart to keep their options open? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more NBA trade updates. Basketball.